don't like words that hide the truth. I don't like words that conceal reality. I don't like euphemisms or euphemistic language. And American English is loaded with euphemisms because Americans have a lot of trouble dealing with reality. Americans have trouble facing the truth. So they invent a kind of a soft language to protect themselves from it. And it gets worse with every generation. For some reason, it just keeps getting worse. I'll give you an example of that. There's a condition in combat, most people know about it. It's when a fighting person's nervous system has been stressed to its absolute peak and maximum, can't take any more input. The nervous system has either snapped or is about to snap. In the First World War, that condition was called shell shock. Simple, honest, direct language, 2 syllables, shell shock. Almost sounds like the guns themselves. That was 70 years ago. Then a whole generation went by, and the Second World War came along, and the very same combat condition was called battle fatigue. 4 syllables now. Takes a little longer to say. Doesn't seem to hurt as much. Fatigue is a nicer word than shock. Shell shock. Battle fatigue. Then we had the war in Korea, 1950. Madison Avenue was riding high by that time, and the very same combat condition was called operational exhaustion. Hey, we're up to 8 syllables now. And the humanity has been squeezed completely out of the phrase. It's totally sterile now. Operational exhaustion. Sounds like something that might happen to your car. Then, of course, came the war in Vietnam, which has only been over for about 16 or 17 years. And thanks to the lies and deceit surrounding that war, I guess it's no surprise that the very same condition was called post-traumatic stress disorder. Still 8 syllables, but we've added a hyphen. And the pain is completely buried under jargon. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'll bet you if we'd have still been calling it shell shock, some of those Vietnam veterans might have gotten the attention they needed at the time. I'll bet you that. I'll bet you that. But it didn't happen. And one of the reasons is because we were using that soft language, that language that takes the life out of life. And it is a function of time. It does keep getting worse. Give you another example. Sometime during my life, toilet paper became bathroom tissue. I wasn't notified of this. No one asked me if I agreed with it. It just happened. Toilet paper became bathroom tissue. Sneakers became running shoes. False teeth became dental appliances. Medicine became medication. Information became directory assistance. The dump became the landfill. Car crashes became automobile accidents. Partly cloudy became partly sunny. Motels became motor lodges. House trailers became mobile homes. Used cars became previously owned transportation. Room service became guest room dining. And constipation became occasional irregularity. When I was a little kid, if I got sick, they wanted me to go to the hospital and see the doctor. Now they want me to go to a health maintenance organization or a wellness center to consult a healthcare delivery professional. Poor people used to live in slums. Now the economically disadvantaged occupy substandard housing in the inner cities. And they're broke. They're broke. They don't have a negative cash flow position. They're fucking broke. Because a lot of them were fired. You know, fired. Management wanted to curtail redundancies in the human resources area. So many people are no longer viable members of the workforce. Smug, greedy, well-fed white people have invented a language to conceal their sins. It's as simple as that. The CIA doesn't kill anybody anymore. They neutralize people. Or they depopulate the area. The government doesn't lie. It engages in disinformation. The Pentagon actually measures nuclear radiation in something they call sunshine units. Israeli murderers are called commandos. Arab commandos are called terrorists. Contra killers are called freedom fighters. Well, if crime fighters fight crime and firefighters fight fire, what do freedom fighters fight? They never mention that part of it to us, do they? Never mention that part of it. And some of this stuff is just silly. We all know that. Like on the airlines, they say they want a pre-board. Well, what the hell is pre-board? What does that mean? To get on before you get on? They say they're going to pre-board those passengers in need of special assistance. Cripples. Simple, honest, direct language. There's no shame attached to the word cripple that I can find in any dictionary. No shame attached to it. In fact, it's a word used in Bible translations. Jesus healed the cripples. Doesn't take 7 words to describe that condition. But we don't have any cripples in this country anymore. We have the physically challenged. Is that a grotesque enough evasion for you? How about differently abled? I've heard them called that, differently abled. You can't even call these people handicapped anymore. They'll say, we're not handicapped, we're handy-capable. These poor people have been bullshitted by the system into believing that if you change the name of the condition, somehow you'll change the condition. Well, hey, cousin, doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. We have no more deaf people in this country, hearing impaired. No one's blind anymore, partially sighted or visually impaired. We have no more stupid people. Everybody has a learning disorder. Or he's minimally exceptional. How would you like to be told that about your child? He's minimally exceptional. Oh, thank God for that. Psychologists actually have started calling ugly people those with severe appearance deficits. It's getting so bad that any day now I expect to hear a rape victim referred to as an unwilling sperm recipient. And we have no more old people in this country. No more old people. We shipped them all away, and we brought in these senior citizens. Isn't that a typically American 20th century phrase? Bloodless, lifeless. No pulse in one of them. A senior citizen. But I've accepted that one. I've come to terms with it. I know it's here to stay. We'll never get rid of it. That's what they're going to be called, so I'll relax on that. But the one I do resist, the one I keep resisting, is when they look at an old guy and they'll say, look at him, Dan. He's 90 years young. Imagine the fear of aging that reveals. To not even be able to use the word old to describe someone, to have to use an antonym. And fear of aging is natural, it's universal, isn't it? We all have that. No one wants to get old, no one wants to die, but we do. So we bullshit ourselves. I started bullshitting myself when I got to my 40s. As soon as I was in my 40s, I'd look in the mirror and I'd say, well, I guess I'm getting older. Older sounds a little better than old, doesn't it? Sounds like it might even last a little longer. Bullshit, I'm getting old. And it's okay, because thanks to our fear of death in this country, I won't have to die. I'll pass away. Or I'll expire like a magazine subscription. If it happens in the hospital, they'll call it a terminal episode. The insurance company will refer to it as negative patient care outcome. And if it's the result of malpractice, they'll say it was a therapeutic misadventure. I'm telling you, some of this...
You have those news stories for me? Maybe let's do a little news for the folks, man. Let's tell them what's going on around the world. God knows you're not home to find out. Thank you, Walter. Let's do it. I just want to keep you up to date. There's a few things that have happened while we've been sitting here, and it's not nice to ignore the rest of the world.
Let's take a look. Like to take a look at the news. First of all, the headlines. 3 Shriners have been killed in a whoopee cushion explosion. 21 killed in 21-gun salute. Rapist swallows whistle. The head of the lost and found has been reported missing. And a vegetarian has been beaten to death by a meat packer. Oh, some things. Have I been ignoring your section? I'm really sorry. So, well, we'll be okay, though, because, I just can't think of everything. But I'm going to do about 10 straight stories just for these folks here. Back into the news. Police fired over the heads of rioters today. However, they killed 200 people standing on a balcony. A 107-year-old woman in Florida is reported to be pregnant. Physicians claim that because of her advanced age, she will have a grown-up. Scientists have discovered a new disease which has no symptoms. It is impossible to detect, and there's no known cure. Fortunately, no cases have been reported thus far. A man has barricaded himself inside of his house. However, he is not armed, and no one is paying any attention to him. The Surgeon General announced today that saliva causes stomach cancer. However, only when swallowed in small amounts over a long period of time. A woman was severely injured today when she attempted to force breastfeed a wildcat. And the results of the latest Gallup poll have come in. It seems that 29% of the people were not home. 14% of the people made believe they weren't home. 6% of the people could not operate the doorknob. And 3% were wearing underwear and had to stand sideways. The Bureau of Indian Affairs announced today that they have found another Mohican. Accordingly, all the books are being called back in and will be changed to read the next to the last of the Mohicans. In France today, a baby was born wearing glasses and holding a quaalude. A high-speed chase ended today when the cars stopped and the people got out. A dog exploded on a busy downtown street corner. Today, no one was killed. However, 12 people were overcome by fur. Police estimate that 50 to 60 fleas also lost their lives in the blast. Scientists in Switzerland announced today that they have been able to make mice fart by holding them upside down and tapping them on the stomach with a pencil. A Milwaukee man has been arrested for attempting to use food stamps to mail a box of macaroni. Earthquake. An earthquake has hit the maternity home. There's no such place as a maternity home. An earthquake has struck the maternity hospital. 3 people were killed. However, 6 people were born. A priest who has performed 300 exorcisms was eaten today by a green boogeyman. Out at the lake in City Park today, police arrested a one-armed man who was bothering the other boaters by continuously rowing in a circle. A man at a tool and die company died today when he was hit with a tool. A severely disturbed geography teacher has been arrested after killing 6 people who did not know the capital of Scotland. A man in Detroit is suing a soup company, claiming that a bowl of alphabet soup spelled out an obscene message to his wife. A heavily armed man in Seattle has taken 6 hostages. He's demanding $3 million and someone to share driving and expenses to St. Louis. Police today announced they have broken up an amphetamine ring. Narcotics detectives broke in and arrested 6 out of 10 of the speed dealers they had under suspicion. The other 4 got away by running completely across Canada. A man who was shot in the chest 9 times yesterday and refused treatment died today of 9 shots in the chest. A man in Cincinnati is suing a hospital, claiming he entered the hospital for a vasectomy and was castrated instead. When the chief surgeon was asked how such a mistake might happen, he said, well, it all started out as a joke. We were pretending we were going to castrate him, and he got real snotty, so we offed his balls. The man himself was philosophical about it. He said, well, it's just that much less to wash. Tragedy struck the parade today as an open manhole claimed the lives of 1,200 marchers one at a time. A man who shot and killed all 12 members of a jury which convicted him last year goes on trial again today. A set of Siamese twins, which was surgically separated 6 months ago, was sewn back together again today because each of them only knows 1/2 of the combination to their locker. A man who was scheduled, this is kind of one where you're going to moan, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, good. A little pre-moaning, that's nice. That ain't a moan. Visine, do they look that red? Would you hold that for me? Oh, God. Hey, now I need it. Now I need it. It's like starting a fire for the charcoal burner, you know? You gotta... God. Well, that's going to be nice. That'll really... Well, anyway, would you hold them both for me? This one now. You're under arrest. Here comes the Visine, as we say in the middle part of Europe. Well, there ain't much of this left, but there is one final story that I would like to wind up with, folks. And I do thank you for that Visine, but I didn't smoke at halftime, so if they're red, it's just natural eyeball blood pressure. Or whatever you call that shit. The one you were going to moan about, I was going to tell about a man who was scheduled for a heart transplant who decided not to have it. He had a change of heart, you know. I love that shit. That's why, I know why you're moaning, because you wish you had thought of the goddamn thing yourself. I have to think that. Like to wind up the news tonight with sort of a little story, kind of a human interest story about man's best friend.
It seems that 65-year-old James Driscoll was asleep in his downtown hotel room last Wednesday when he was awakened by the sound of a dog.
It's my theory that old folks and kids got a lot in common. For one thing, they both look like this. We call them both farts. Right? Cute little farts and old farts. I'm just an old fart. But mainly, they're both discriminated against because of their age. How old they are or how old they aren't. That's how it starts out. You're too young. You're not old enough. Pretty soon they're saying, sorry, you're too old. Jesus, that was quick. I was standing right here. Yes, old folks are really just bent kids, you know? Used children. Sure, it's in between that we forget how to act. In between those two states. And that awe, you know, and that innocence that we have to act a certain way. I'm 21 now, got to stand, talk, and walk a certain way. How do you do? I'm 25. 30 now, how do you do? I'm grown up. 35. 40, how do you do? Play some golf? Good to see you. Say hello to the wife. 45. 50, I'm 55. 60, 65. I'm 70, 75. Oh, now I can piss in my pants again, man. God damn, I'm wonderful. Woo! So anyway. Kids, besides being too young, are also too little. It's another thing they have to put up with. They're too goddamn little. You've noticed them, haven't you? I won't laugh in front of them, man, but they're too fucking little. Kids spend all that time, all those important years, way the hell down there. Teeny little things. They really do start you out small when you're a kid, don't they? Look at this, Dan. We've got a kid. What you gonna do with him? Gonna raise him. Don't plant him too deep, you know. Sure, for all those years you're stuck down there and the whole world's up here. Or you're stuck down here and the whole world is up there. Everything's up there. Everything's built for them. All the furniture, right? No, they give you one little table and a couple of chairs in your room, you know. But your brother sits on it and breaks it, right? You're stuck. Everything's up there. Hey, pardon me. Hey, look out for a cigarette, will you? Ouch, goddamn. Hey, you want to look for the cookies? Would you look for the cookies, please? Yeah, they're up there. They're not down here. They don't keep them here. They keep them up there. I can't see up there at all. I've never seen it up there. I wouldn't know where to look. They're up there somewhere. Just take a look around, would you? Would you please look around? Just give it a chance. Give it a try. Just look everywhere. Open everything up. Open everything. Look at everything. Up high. Do you know where they are? He knows where they are. Tell him, man. Tell him where they are. He knows where they are. Give me help. Hey, tell him. Just tell him. Just tell him you know. Hey, come on. Hurry up. Please, come on. Yeah, man. You don't know much down here. Well, you know about the nap of the rug. Have a pretty clear idea about the migration of dust in an urban apartment. You know where all the electrical outlets are. Makes you handy as hell the week before Christmas. Come here, Dad. I'll show you. Come on, I ain't going over here, right here. This one had a brown mark on it. Sure, you're just a little guy down here, and your handle is extended? That's the thing they use to take you places. Come on, we're going downtown. Whoa! And simply because you're so small, just because you're tiny, they pick you up and throw you in the air. You don't see them throwing each other in the air, do you? It isn't safe. Just you, because you're teeny. Your uncle comes over on Thanksgiving. Whoa, boy. Look at him. Ain't he a teeny?
goddamn, I'm gonna throw him up in the air. Come here. I got him. I got you. Hold on. I got him. Okay, you go there. Okay, I got him. Oh, Margaret, I'm sorry. I lost him in the sun. We got any turkey left?
Yeah, there were rules. I wasn't too good at rules myself. Well, I was good at breaking them. You'd think that would count, you know? It's a category. No such luck was marked against you. Didn't have a lot of luck with them because they didn't all seem logical to me. For some reason or another, some of them seemed dumb. Now, there were good rules, to be sure. There were some fine rules. No running with the scissors. That's one I always obeyed. Made sense to me. Shit, this big mother will go right through me. What are you doing? I'm not running with the scissors. Another good rule was no sticking your head out of the high-speed railroad train window. God damn, Dad, good rule. Oh, yeah. Doesn't want us to get our heads chopped off. Fucking great. Must be having a great day, Dad. Dad, there were some rules that were not so intelligently drawn, I felt. Some things that didn't make a lot of sense. No running in the halls. Hey. Why? Because it looks like fun, that's why. No running in the halls. Where are you gonna run, in the rooms? Gotta keep turning in the rooms, man. Can't get up any speed at all in the room. Hallways made for running. Another dumb rule, I thought, was no singing at the table. Why? One guy with a bad voice 100 years ago fucked it up for everybody else? Why? No singing at the table. Why? Because I said so. First sign of a dumb rule. Yeah, you can stand right next to the table all during dinner and sing your ass off. It's not covered by the rule.
Well, my feeling is if you're gonna die, you know, or if you know, hey, die big. Die big. Nobody wants to just pass away. You don't want to be a euphemism, do you? Nobody wants to pass away. You know, Arnie passed away. Oh, really? Yes. Well, I didn't know that. Well, that's the idea. On the other hand, Dave died. Oh, yes, I heard about Dave dying. That's true. I say die big. Give it a shot, man. Go out big. It's your chance. Die big. Work in a few posthumous reflexes for your friends. Give them a show before you go. Entertain and uplift and instruct those you are leaving behind. When you die, give them a few posthumous reflexes. You know, the body does store electricity up. There's a certain storage of electricity, and even a dead body, a corpse, will occasionally go. And I say, if you have that potential after you're dead, use it properly. Pre-program. Before you die, pre-program some posthumous reflexes that will be entertaining to those you've left behind. Do something to capture their imagination. Roll over on the autopsy table. That's nice. Cross your legs, scratch your balls, do something. Now, the only reason that I even suggest that you have a choice about what you can do at the moment of death is a very little known and very little understood part of the death process.
called the 2-minute warning. Many people are not aware of it at all. The 2-minute warning. Just as in football. 2 minutes before you die, you receive an audible warning.
2 minutes, get your shit together.
The reason we don't know about it is because the only people who hear it die. And I don't think we'd believe someone anyway if he told us he received his 2-minute warning, would you? Some asshole on the bus?
Hey, I just got my 2-minute warning.
You'd think it was a coach out on the town, you know? But no, the 2-minute warning does arrive. And I say use that time to entertain, to leave something behind. Do something with the 2 minutes. Hey, if nothing else, give a speech. Little 2-minute speech. We can all give a little 2-minute speech. Just pick some subject you're very fond of and talk about it for 2 minutes. I mean, tell